Good morning, student. Let's start our new chapter. Chapter 4, Mangoes Round the Year. So, student, let's start together. So, you can see in this picture here, two girls are there and one boy, okay? And Neetu, Aman, Pretty. They brought their tiffin for lunch. So they had a discuss among them and they said, Neetu said, wow, Aman's lunchbox has sweet puris. And Aman said, hey, today Neetu has brought potato sabji. And Preeti said, I have got bindi. So they are sharing their lunch. So they had a discuss that Aman brought this and Neetu this and Preeti this. But what happens in the midst of this discuss? They found it that Neetu potato sabji is spoiled. So Preeti said to her, don't eat that, you may fall sick. So you can eat some bindi. So students, how did Aman know that the potato sabji had got spoiled? Because of smell, and might be he had eaten and the taste was different. Okay, and have you ever seen some food that has got spoiled? How did you know that it was spoiled? So student, this is my questions to you. Have you ever seen the spoiled food? And if it is spoiled, then how did you find that, and that how did you know that it was spoiled? I think we all have seen that spoiled food, and it is very easy to recognize, to know the spoiled food by smelling also and by taste also. Okay, Preeti told Neetu not to eat the potato sabji. What would have if she had eaten it? So students, if we eat spoiled food, what will be happen to us? It is very obvious we fall sick and our stomach will be upset, our health will be not good. So students, here in this chapter, it's telling us that spoiled food we should not eat. Biji returned the bread. Aman's Biji went to the market to buy bread. The shop was very crowded. The shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and gave it to Biji. She looked at it and returned it immediately. So here, Aman's Biji, she went to the market to buy bread. But the shop was very crowded, and shopkeeper picked up a packet of bread and directly gave it to Biji. Okay, she looked at it carefully and immediately she returned it. Why did she return? Do you have any idea, student? Student, just look at this picture of this bread. It is already spoiled. Here some fungus has there. Can you see or not? This is already spoiled, so we should not eat. Student, how does food get spoiled? Do you have any idea? So here we'll see how the food gets spoiled. The whole class can do this experiment together. We'll do this experiment together. Students, you have to take a piece of bread or roti and sprinkle a few drops of water on it over it, okay? And you just put it in a box. Not only box, and you can put anywhere in the bowl, and you just cover it. See the bread or roti every day until you find some changes on it. And make this table on a chart paper and put it up in the classroom. Fill up the chart every day and after discussing the changes seen. So students, you can do at your home also. If you don't have any idea how does the food get spoiled, then you can experiment, okay? Here we'll see another story. Summer trip. Mamidi Tandra. Chitti Babu and Chinna Babu live in Atriyapuram town in Andhra Pradesh. The brothers spend the summer holidays playing in the mango garden. When the trees are full of fruits, they also like to eat unripe mangoes with salt and chili powder. So, this is the story of brothers who are live in Andhra Pradesh in small town Atriyapuram named Chitti Babu and Chinna Babu. Both brothers, they spend their holidays playing in the mangoes garden. They had a mango gardens. The trees are full of fruits, and they sometimes they eat the unripe means raw mangoes with salt and chili powder. At home, their mother cooks unripe mangoes in different ways. She also makes many kinds of mango pickles. The pickle lasts through the year until the next mango season. At home, their mother cooks unripe mangoes in different ways. In variety way, their mother cook for them, and she sometimes she also makes kinds of pickles, and they preserve the pickles for the year until the next mango season comes. One evening, while having food, Chinna Babu asks, Amma, we have so many mangoes. Make some mamidi tandra, papar from them. And one evening, Chinna Babu was having food. He asked to his mother, Amma. Amma means mother in Andhra Pradesh. Okay. So he said to her, we have many mangoes in our gardens. We can make variety things, and you cook also, and you made it. But I want to eat mamidi tandra means ka papar. Their father said making mamidi tandra needs 4 weeks of hard work. If you both promise to help us every day for the next 4 weeks, we can together make the mamida tandra. Their father said it will take at least 4 weeks. If you promise to me If both you and your brother help us, then we'll make together. Both the brothers quickly agreed to help. The next day, both the children went to the market with their father. They brought a mat woven from the leaves of palm tree, poles of casuarina tree, string made of coconut husks, some jaggery and sugar. So both the brothers they agreed to help their parents because they wanted to eat aam ka papar. The next day, the children they went to the markets with their fathers. They brought everything whatever needed to make aam ka papar. Students, you can see in this picture very nicely two brothers they are playing. In first pictures, two brothers are playing in the mangoes gardens with their father, and they are making variety from the mangoes. They eat together. Amma found a sunny place in the backyard. Both the brothers made a high platform by using poles. They spread out and tied a mat on that platform. Both brothers they helped their parents. They went market with their fathers. Whatever needed things they brought it at home, and their mother they found a sunny place where sun comes. They got it especially in the backyard. Okay, and the both brothers they made a high platform to using poles. They spread out and they tied the mat on that platforms. The next day, Appa chose the most ripe mangoes. They took out the mango pulp into a large pot. Then they strained the pulp through a fine muslin cloth to remove the fibers from the pulp. Then Chitti Babu crushed the gur, means jaggery, till there were no lumps. They added the jaggery and sugar in equal amounts. So next day, their father chose the most ripe mangoes for the amka papar. So they took out the mangoes pulp, okay, which is very ripe. They just kept it in large pot. They strained all the pulp through a fine muslin cloth. As you can see in the picture here, they strained and removed the fibers from the pulp. And Chitti Babu crushed the gur, jaggery, till there were no lumps. They added jaggery and sugar in equal amount to the pulp. Chinna Babu mixed the jaggery and sugar well with a big spoon. They mix jaggery, means sugar, and gur well with a big spoon. Amma then spread this pulp into a thin layer over the mat. The thin layer was left to dry in the sun. In the evening, they covered the mat with a clean sari to avoid any dust. The next day, they again took out some mango pulp. They added jaggery and sugar into the pulp. Then they sprayed the pulp over the previous day's layer. This work was given to both the brothers. Both of them together spread many layers over it. For the next 4 weeks, they hoped that it would not rain. So, four of them they worked together. They took out the mango pulp, they gathered together, and they mixed jaggery, sugar, whatever needed into the pulp, they mix it. And they spread the pulp over the previous day's layers. Okay, these things, this work took 4 weeks, and they were hoping that it would not rain. For 4 weeks, they added layer after layer until the jelly grew 4 centimeters thick and looked like a golden cake. After some days, Amma said, "The mamidi tandra is ready. We can take it out and cut it into pieces tomorrow." So they work over and over. After 4 weeks, they just added layer after layer until the jelly grew 4 centimeters. And finally, their Amma said, "Now the mamidi tendra is ready. We can take out and cut it into pieces." The next day, the maid was brought down from the platform. Mamidi tendra was cut into smaller pieces. The brothers tasted. It was tasty. Chinna Babu said, "Wow, how tasty. After all, we have also helped in making it." Now, next day, the maid was brought down from the platform. Okay. And Mamidi Tandra was ready, and they cut it small pieces. They ate it, and it was very tasty. And one of the brothers said, "Wow, it is very tasty. After all, we have also helped in making it." So this is the story of mangoes. Student, this is your exercise, question and answer. Okay, you just copy it from here. Question number 1, 2, 3. And this is the another answer and question. I gave only this much. Whatever I have given you, you just study this much. Okay. Thank you, student.